The things people always ask me, the things people always ask me, what's your range? 87 miles. That is a rough estimate. How long does it take to charge? Well, like your phone, it takes a different amount of time to charge every time. But, that said, if Elise is nearly completely dead, very, very low on charge, like single digits in range, it can take about 3.5 hours to charge. That seems like a long time. It is a long time if you stand there and stare at your car while it's charging. Trust me on that. So, if it's going to be 3.5 hours, go do something or go to sleep. I mean, maybe you're a really patient person. Or not. The other thing, people come up and say, I didn't know Fiat made an electric car. And my response is always, it's a secret. And this is because Fiat doesn't want you to know that they make an electric car. Sorry, Fiat, if I'm advertising. And they don't want you to buy it, because supposedly they just don't make enough money off the electric car. And the only reason they make one is because of the compliance laws in California and Oregon State. Require car manufacturers to offer an electric option if they wish to sell their cars in those states, which of course they do. So that's the story. I'm sticking to it. If you see me out and about, please don't ask me what my range is or how long it takes to charge. Everyone's got their limits. North 9 Sumas. I'm sure lots of people keep asking me that, and that's okay, and I will have to be patient. Hit the 1,000 mile mark, probably around Bothell. So I should have another number for you at the end. As you know, I didn't take the most direct route from Nooksack to San Francisco. Took the more scenic, off the beaten path route. I'm thinking when I decided I needed a 60% charge out of Cedar Woolley, that was for when I was towing the teardrop trailer. But at any rate, I'm basically going the speed limit and watching the mile posts. Continuing to visit the question of what kind of charge do I need to get home from Cedar Woolley. But with 60% charge, I feel confident that even if I drive over the speed limit, more or less like everyone else, and even with the elevation gain, since foothills of the Cascades here, not at sea level, I still feel confident that 60% is a lot. I think I'm going 30-something miles. Anyway, consider, if you want to request that I drive somewhere and show you. Like to see me tow some goats somewhere, maybe a little day trip, not too far away. I'm pretty sick of travel right now, but knowing myself, after I do my laundry and eat some home cooked meals, sleep in my own bed where there's a shower down the hall, I will recover and I will once again get the traveling urge, get the urge for going, as Joni Mitchell would say. So, trips are in the works. Probably be a month or two before the Cascade Highway is clear. Then I can do the Cascade Loop. And that's a scenic drive. Now crossing the North Fork of the Nooksack River, having already crossed the South Fork. Closing in on the Mount Baker Highway. Mount Baker Highway extends from the city of Bellingham, Washington, to Mount Baker, unsurprisingly, also known as Colmacoltion, Sumas, Bellingham, Glacier, Mount Baker. Traffic circles, they're the new four-way stop. They're getting really popular out here. So there it is, 542 east. Oh, we're taking 542 west. Being the state highway known as the Mount Baker Highway. We are also on Highway 9. We are simultaneously on two highways. It's a bit of a trick. Nooksack, Sumas, entering Nugent's Corner. So we have left the Mount Baker Highway. We are still on Highway 9 for one more mile. Check out that sign there for off-road. I love that sign. You don't see signs like that in the big city, y'all. That's the sound of the car telling me it is running low on charge. First time it does that is at 16%. So, Elise is now at 16%. So, could have made the trip on a 50% charge since I'm not towing. If I were towing, I would have needed to drive slower. And if I had left with a 50% charge, things would be getting a little more stressful. I probably would have started moderating my driving just to be on the safe side. So what do we got for numbers? Oh, it has been reset. Not by me. Well, it's approximately 1,100 miles. It just resets itself. That's 1,100 miles from San Francisco back to the farm here between Nugent's Corner and Nooksack. So, roughly double that for the round trip. That was about a 2,200 mile drive. There's the car charger. I'm gonna charge in the morning. What's the rush? So, I don't have much in the way of stats since the car negated them. But here we are. Home sweet farm home. Do you hear those frogs? Wow, that's a lot of frogs. Thank you for joining me on this journey. The EVagabond video blog is brought to you by the Dao Fawu Monastery, where we can hear lots and lots of frogs.